So in this video, we're gonna see how we can create one custom useCounter hook to extract the logic and reuse across multiple components. So here we have one simple counter with the increase, decrease and the reset button. And you can see our counter is working properly. But the problem with that, if we wanted to create another counter, suppose we are creating another counter 2.js. So here also we have to copy paste the same counter logic from the counter 1, and then we have to render the counter 2 in the app component. So you can see we have two counters and we can increase, decrease and reset their value independently. So this way we can create multiple counters. The problem with that is that we are duplicating the same piece of logic in multiple components. Now to overcome this issue, we can create one custom hook and we can reuse the same logic across multiple components. So let's just see how we can extract the counter logic and we can create one custom useCounter hook. So we're gonna create one hook called useCounter.js. This is just another React functional component, and now we're gonna use this counter logic. So let's just copy and paste. So the useCounter hook is just like any other JavaScript function. So here we are just using the core logic of the counter. We are using one state count to keep track of the count. We have the increase, decrease and the reset functions. Now because this is one hook, so it should not return any JSX. Instead we are gonna return one array containing the count value, the increment function, the decrement function and the reset. So our reusable useCounter hook is ready. Now we can import that hook and we can use that across multiple components. So for this we have to import the useCounter hook. So we're gonna import useCounter and then we're gonna remove this duplicate part, and instead we're gonna call the useCounter hook, and this will return us the count value, increment function, the decrement function and the reset function. Now we can do the same in counter 2 also. So here also we're gonna import the useCounter hook and then we're gonna remove this duplicate portion and we're gonna use this useCounter hook instead. So you can see we have two counters and we can perform the same operations. We can increase, decrease and reset the value. Now also we can customize the useCounter hook and we can use some initial count or we can use the default value. Now instead of 0 we're gonna use the initial count, and also we're gonna reset to initial count. So now in the useCounter we can pass some initial count, like we can pass the initial count as 1 in the counter 1, and in the counter 2 we can pass initial count as 10. So you can see now our counter has the initial value of 1 and 10, and also we can perform the same operation. We can increase, decrease and reset. And not just this, we can also pass the step size with the default value of 1. Now we can increase, decrease our counter with the step size. So here in the counter 1 we can pass the step size as 1. So the counter 1 will increase, decrease by 1, and the counter 2 we can pass the step size as 10. So the counter 2 will increase, decrease by 10. So you can see counter 1 is increasing and decreasing by 1, whereas the counter 2 is increasing and decreasing by the value 10. This way we can customize our custom hook, which simplifies the code, which eliminates any kind of redundancy, and also it adds flexibility by accepting multiple parameters. So hope you understand the concept. We'll see you on the next one. Take care.